Hello everybody, today we are building the Revell Focke-Wulf Fw190 F-8. This is the 172 scale version, here's the box for it as well. I ended up going with the colour scheme on the box just for simplicity's sake, because not gonna lie, I'm pretty new to modelling. I started off by washing the sprue in soapy water before getting into cutting all the small parts up. Once all the small parts were cut up, I grabbed a Stanley blade and just cleaned up all the cuts. Next I painted all the interior parts and all the other small parts. I personally like to use 1 part thinner to 4 parts paint, and I do like 3 or 4 coats, and I give about 3 hours to cure between each paint. I know it's not perfection, but it gets the job done in like a decent time. Now I just glued all the interior parts together. Then I test fitted the fuselage with the cockpit inside a couple times before ending up gluing it all together. And while that was drying, I decided to assemble the wing and glue that all together. Once everything's all glued together, I applied some body filler and sanded it back to get her all kinda smooth. It looks way better in person, I'll tell you that much. Now here's where I messed up. I decided to assemble some of the exterior components and glue them on before painting, which ended up ripping and snapping one of the gear legs in half, but I kinda fixed it. Once the gear and the prop were assembled, I taped up some of the sections and began painting. And with the magic of editing, we go from our first coat to our 4th coat. Like I said, I'm pretty new to this, but I still gave the mottling my best shot. I basically did like splobs and slashes and then smeared them with a thick paintbrush. It came out pretty satisfactory in my books. With the paint done, I moved on to decals. I soaked these in warm water for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then I applied decal solution to the area before flattening it out and then sealing it with more decal solution. Then I grabbed a pencil and a Q-tip and added some definition. Lastly, I sealed everything up with a couple coats of matte varnish, and she's done. In comparison to my old builds, it's probably the best one I've done so far, but it's still like no professional. Thank you for watching.